Welcome back. Last week, we brought you highlights from speeches given at the My Community is United event that was held here at the Islamic Information and DAWAH Center. The event was an opportunity for community members to stand together against hate and to reaffirm their commitment to working together for a better society. Today, we bring you the feedback of attendees, many of whom were first-time visitors to the mosque. Let's hear what they had to say.
I want to know how many people here tonight, this is your first time to come through that door. Yes. Keep your hands up, keep your hands up. For those of you who are part of this community, look around at the hands. Meet your neighbors.
I was invited by my good friend who is in a neighborhood-based Syrian sponsorship group that we've started together. And he was invited by Reverend Joe, who was involved in putting this event on.
Because my faith teaches me that my neighbor is not just someone who is just like me. My neighbor is not limited to someone who lives close to me. My neighbor in Christian teaching is anyone who is willing to help me. More importantly, my neighbor is anyone from whom I am willing to receive help. And so I want you to look around the room and to see that there are people here who are willing to help each other.
I felt like it was just like a good get-together, and I'm very thankful for being welcomed in here, being, not a part of the Muslim community, but being a neighbor. I was thankful, and I was looking around and saying, kind of very appreciative that people invited me into their space so that I could learn about their religion and their community, their culture, so that I could understand them better. I think that's what it was all about.
Islamophobia has been an issue that's been bothering me pretty much ever since 9/11 when it really came to the forefront. I happened to see a poster for the event right in my doorway last night, and I just decided that it was really important for me to be here. I don't think it's as scary as a lot of people who've never been in a mosque would imagine that it is.
I made sure to stay away from train tracks on the subway. I keep a safe distance from the road when I'm waiting to cross. I don't go out at night unless I absolutely have to. I became hyper aware of the people around me, and I view them with suspicion.
This has certainly heightened my awareness to some of the things that are going on in the community. I'm admittedly not very in tune with a lot of the things, the current events and whatnot, but hearing what these things in a perspective such as this is so much more profound, and I think these kinds of events are incredibly important for heightening everyone's awareness, and I'm incredibly thankful to be a part of this event tonight.
And the one particularly that's really impacted me is the story of the young woman who was riding on a bus, and she was verbally abused by a woman, and no one did anything. She said no one did anything. And I asked myself, what would I have done?
Just going to keep my eyes open more for any ignorance or racism, casual racism, anything overt that I see on the streets, and actually, try and drag myself out of my own shell and do something about it more often.
Everybody shall be loved, especially for me as a Jew, because we know what it means to be mistreated, to be oppressed, to be feared, to be hated. We know what it's like to be a refugee, to be a minority, to be the other.
People aren't getting as more than others, and I think maybe it's a good thing that we're bringing in these Syrian refugees. But I think that also another way to stop ISIS is maybe to just kind of find a way to, well, there's many ways except for to stop ISIS without using guns or anything or bombers. I think there's a lot more ways.
We have to reclaim our Islam from them. Our Islam has been hijacked, and we need to take it back. And to take it back, we have to be activist moderates. Thank you all.
It gives me a lot of hope to see a lot of really good people here. We're inundated so much with really horrible news, and this just gives me renewed faith in humanity that we have the capability to come together and to care for one another.
I'm pleasantly surprised at the number of faces that I do not recognize, because I do my best to attend events like this when I hear about them, and every so often you sort of can recognize the same people. Tonight there were new people, new faces, new conversations that I haven't heard before. I believe that's very encouraging.
I think that the message is incredibly important. I think it needs to be spread throughout the community and to all people of all faiths. It's a message of hope and certainly a message of love and understanding that is pretty much what keeps this community together and strong.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
I thought the prayers were beautiful. There's singing prayers in all sorts of religious communities, you know, in synagogues and in churches. I thought he had a great voice. I'm a musician, so that's what struck me first. The praying was beautiful. Seeing people's devotion is inspiring.
The messages have all been the same. This is who we are. This is our values. This is the important thing about us. We are neighbors. We care for one another. We support each other, and we help. And that's who we are at our core. And that message makes my heart sing. It has been absolutely amazing. The welcome has been overwhelming. It's been totally phenomenal. And the conversations and the warmth and people telling me where to sit or don't feel uncomfortable or whatever have been multiple, not just one person.
Well, I just want to show support to the Muslim community, and I think it's good in light of what's been happening to the Muslim community. It's good to show support, that we understand that Muslims are not like that, and that we're a good community and that we all get along with one another.
I'm committed to going to a mosque with some of my Muslim friends and just learning more and reading the Quran and seeing how its message is very similar to that of the Bible, and continuing to learn from my Muslim sisters and brothers.
Friends and I were already pretty sold on sponsoring a Syrian family. I think after tonight I'm a little more comfortable asking for help to maybe learn Arabic, and I think I'm not going to learn Arabic. I'm going to learn some Arabic. I'm going to learn a bit of Arabic. That would be something that I can take on.
When I step outside, I'm going to be going home. I'm going to be going to church tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be telling people about what happened here. And I'm going to be more confident, just a bit more confident, to actually nod, make eye contact, or speak to somebody who would give me some idea that they might be Muslim.
Hey YouTube, we hope you benefited from this video. If you liked it, or if you didn't, let us know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more, check out some of our other videos. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.